Gentlemen, thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for getting up with me. Thank you again for your hospitality out there in Raleigh, man. Um, really enjoy myself out there. When it get warm, I go to another one of those detox days, man.
Thank you for having us, man.
Absolutely.
Man, no problem, no problem. Great cigars, great cigars. If y'all haven't had a Black Stogie, if you doing? What is you doing? Get your hands out, go online and get your Black Stogie if you ain't had one yet. But let me get into you guys. Let me get to you guys' journey, right? How did you two meet, or how did y'all form this business?
Well, I'll tell you how we met initially. So we're both Prince Hall Master Masons, and I was actually the worshipful master, and Brother Eaton was coming through, which I knew him already, but I didn't know him as well as obviously I know him now. But I was able to bring him in to the lodge, and we just formed a friendship from there. We just clicked from the first day we met at the Grand Lodge, and we just been friends ever since then. We always talked about starting doing some business together. We both are entrepreneurs. We've been doing our own thing, for years, and we want to do something together. And we just, having a conversation about, cigars. I've been smoking cigars for as long as I can remember. And when we had the conversation, Eaton really wasn't even a smoker at the time. So, we started hanging out, started smoking, got him smoking a little bit. And then, we had opportunity to start being a distributor for a company. So that's kind of how we actually got started into cigars, as far as the sales.
Okay. Now, now you said you've been smoking for as long as you can remember. So you kind of got us in to one side of the cigar story. Now, how did you start smoking? And do either one of you remember your first cigar?
I'm gonna go first with this one. But first, I want to give a shout out to Black Friday Market at 23 West Hargett Street, Raleigh, North Carolina. Some business partners of mine that we came together and started the first basically black retail store in the downtown Raleigh area, who's been very beneficial to the community. And that was one of the first places that we were able to place the cigars when we started our sales. As far as me smoking, I'm still, I consider myself a rookie. I don't smoke as much, but I'll get an itch. And when I get an itch, I'll smoke and enjoy a good stogie of mine. I think the first cigar that I ever had, honestly, was, I just saw it too. I got to think about the name of it again for a second, but it was my first cigar. Prior to being you, Grantham, it was my first cigar actually with Marcus Anderson and Marcel Anderson over their crib. Shout out to Marcus and Marcel. They're singers who work with Prince and a whole bunch of other people. But I think I smoked my very first one with them. And I'm going to think of the name in a second.
What?
And I can tell you, hell no, I don't remember my first real cigar. But I do remember when I started smoking first. And I started out smoking Black and Mild. And then I found a cigar that was called Ramrods. It was a sweet, it didn't have a wrapper on it. It was a slim, sweet tasting cigar. So I started smoking then. Say again?
It's still those in 2-packs now.
And 2-packs, that's right. So I started smoking them, and then gradually my palate started to change, and I started trying different stuff. And I just kind of started getting into, the cigar game and kind of doing my research and understanding what I was smoking and why it tastes the way it did and the different tastes and what to expect. So But my first real cigar, I really don't remember what it was.
Yeah. So besides y'all cigar, right? What cigar do you enjoy besides y'all?
Well, I'll go first for that because I have a lot, and it may take a while. So, my go-to, that's a moderately priced cigar, is the LFDs. I like the LFDs, full body, Maduro, full of flavor. That's my go-to. Like if I just want to get something to smoke, I know, I want to spend $12, $15. I go with my LFDs, the number 5, the Ligero, and that's what I'll go to on an everyday basis. Then, if I want to really show out a little bit and smoke a real nice cigar, go along with my Eagle Rare, I will either go with my first one was the Padron. I like the Anniversary Series Padron, but I like the big boy. I like the 60 gauge one. So that's what I like from, if it's a celebratory event, then that's what I'll go with. Or I'll go with the Plasencia now. So I'll smoke those, the Hexagon, Maduro. I like those as well. Okay. So I'll start with those 3.
Okay. And what about you? Besides yours, what is your go-to?
I'm still a rookie in the game, as I like to tell people. I've been doing it about 2 years now. Since we kind of got started or whatnot. So I'm not a real heavy smoker, but the Padron, I think that was my first. First cigar that I ever smoked. As a matter of fact, I was in Atlanta. I think I called you that night when I was in a Cigar Lounge, and I think it had to have been a good night that night. I think I paid about $40 for that cigar.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think it was like a 25th anniversary or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it had to have been a good night that night. But as just on a regular, to be honest with you, I got to be biased. I love our particular brand right now because that's what's growing on me.
Mm-hmm. And so you could have fooled me, man, because I was down there with you, man. You look like a professional down there, man.
Hey, what my grandma used to say, play the part.
Yeah, you would if you'd have told me then, like, oh yeah, I only been doing this for 2 years. I'm like, yeah, stop lying, man. All right, so and y'all, like I said, man, it was a pleasure meeting you guys. So, and I see that you guys, how did you come about with the detox Saturdays? How did y'all come up with that?
Okay, from the detox side, shout out to Clock Entertainment. Actually, you had one of my partners on podcast,
DJ Thorough.
Yeah, DJ Thorough, and big shout out to him, Coco Chrissy and Sherrod.
We had Houseman on here too. He was talking about, them the big bros.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what it is. All 3 of us are the big bros for DJ Thorough, and we just came up, man. We some fraternity brothers came up. We all shout out to Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, and we got to also give love to the 1911 other brothers. Those my guys, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. So we got together and we just said, hey, man, let's do something. And the reason why we did it was, I don't know, you haven't had a chance to go to all the events, but we wanted to pull in new Black business owners. So we pulled in, every week we had a different Black business owner who did their food. We pulled in a new Black DJ. We pulled in a new Black cigar person or hookah, different things of that nature. H9, who was on here with Jakari Wright. We had him to come through and do some things. So we wanted to bring exposure to that. And speaking of that, if you don't mind me transitioning to, one of the reasons why we started Black Stogies. Other reasons, not the fact that we had an opportunity to get into retail. But as we start progressing and getting into it, we want to have a purpose and a meaning behind our cigars. And we came up with the term Black Stogies because the question you asked not too long ago, what was your first cigar? Of course, everybody know common names, cigars, but we wanted to bring exposure to Black men and women cigar owners after a while. So we started transitioning just from the retail side to trying to bring exposure to other Black business cigar owners. And real quick, shout out to True Gent Cigars, gentleman out of Texas.
Oh yeah. They was in my live one time. Well, I talked to him.
He's if you see it right here, this is his blue boy. He was actually one of the second Black business owner that we work with to be able to bring exposure to his cigar brands and stuff of that nature. So he has a blue boy, he has a red bottom, and he also has a Black Knight. So shout out to True Gents, that soon you'll be able to get his cigars also from the Black Stogie side, because he was one of the first people that we wanted to be able to, he was the second who we wanted to be able to bring exposure to. And we got some more Black owners, men and women, cigar owners of their own brand that we're going to actually start promoting and let people know about them.
And let me just say a quick backdrop on how we met True Gents, how we came into working with True Gents. So I had a friend, another fraternity brother, that was he went to an event back home, a class reunion or something like that, and he knows that I smoke. So he said he told me he had something for me. I didn't know what it was, so it took me about a week to get with him because schedules. He went back out of town, so we ended up getting together. He actually dropped it by my house, so I wasn't even home. So I got home. He had a pack, a sampler pack of True Gents. So he told me that was his homeboy. He got his own cigar company, and he wanted me to try them. So, I checked them out. I tried one. I gave Eaton one. And I said, well, I'm going to reach out to him, just to see if he's willing to, to work together. So I gave him a call and told him I wanted to get with him. I think actually I texted him first. Told him I wanted to get together, have a conversation with him to discuss, working, some collabo work. So when I texted him, he texted me back like, okay, when you want to get together? So I'm thinking we're going to do a conference call or something. So he said, I'm in Raleigh. I was like, what you mean you're in Raleigh? He was like, I'm in Raleigh today. He said, we can meet, we can get together later on today or tomorrow. So we ended up meeting. I called Eaton, told him, hey, I got a cigar owner, said he can meet with us. So we ended up meeting, for lunch, having a, discussion. And we just kind of, I could really feel his vibe, what I'm saying? He was really into what he was doing. And the fact that he was willing to just meet us, at the drop of a dime meant a lot to me. So after that, we reached out to him, to get some prices, to get, see if he gets more samples, product, and everything we asked for, he was cool with. So that's kind of how we just actually, met and started doing business together.
Now, how do y'all,
stand up, brother?
Now, how do y'all choose who you want, who you prefer to do? So, okay, so you sample, of course, you sample the product if you like it, that's one of the determining factors. But what else goes into you saying, you know what, we're going to bring this person into the fold?
Being your business model. Like if and I got to keep it 100. You can reach out to a lot of people that are in business but don't know how to do business, and that's a turnoff for me. Like if I reach out to you and you never get back with me, you never respond or you don't show interest, then I lose interest. But if I reach out to you and you show interest, hey, we'll get together. Even if you're busy, hey, I'm tied up this week, but next week we can get together. We can have a, conversation, blase, blase. So, I'm big on doing, as a business owner, to stay in business for yourself, for 20 plus years, you learn a lot. And, but you're able to pick out people that are professionals in their business. And that's what I look for. I don't want to have to be calling you 4 or 5 times to try to get product from you. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Are you in business to make money, or are you in business because it's just fun? So that's one of the big things for me. And obviously having a good product, how you display your product, and if you believe in your product, all those things are important to me.
And to pick back, I'm gonna use you as an example. When we first met, you hit me up. Obviously, you was referred to by oh my God, what's her name? Thank you. I apologize about confusing her name up. Shout out to her. Appreciate that. Introducing us, and not even 2 or 3 days later, you say, "Hey, I'm coming down. I can make it. Let's do it." And for you to see something within us, never met us, to come down, we had to do nothing but show you some love, show you nothing but support. That's what we are. You show love to us, we definitely gonna show love to you.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I had a good time down there, man. I was stunned.
We about to get back rolling.
Okay. I gotta do something. I'm tired of this winter weather, man. That's why I'm in here, man. It's 37 out there, man. I was like, ooh, I can't sit out here on the patio.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Absolutely not. Hey, so what I did, I ended up just building my own cigar lounge in my house.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a 3rd floor, unfinished, I guess you would call it attic. I'll say bonus room. And the reason I bought this house is because my wife said, well, you can make that your smoke area. I said, say less. Where do I sign? Because like you said, when it's cold outside, it's, you want to enjoy your stick. And you can't enjoy it if you're out there bundled up, it's cold, it's just a different smoke. So, being able to come upstairs, turn on the TV, listen to some music, smoke a cigar, turn on my filtration system, and not have to worry about her complaining about smelling smoke. Hey, you can't beat that.
Yeah, I got a tent come. I got a Fisher tent with the installation coming.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna be out there with a little heater. We got like a little bit of we got a little attic upstairs. I might send the kids to walk across and see if they fall through. If they don't, I might get them.
Exactly.
I gotta test it first. If they don't fall through, then maybe. But we have to check that out, man. But yeah, like I said, man, I enjoy my time with you guys, man. And it's crazy, it's crazy how the Raleigh community, like how y'all are connected down there, man. It's crazy. Like I can't talk to a person. Like, oh yeah, talk to. So like even let's take it further than that. I keep saying this. As big as the cigar industry is, it's not really that big because I would talk to people from some different cities. Like, oh yeah, I know that. I heard about that. I get their cigars from that city. So like it's crazy how that works, man.
You know what's going to be even crazier? I'm going to spill the beans a little bit. We've been holding on to this for a little bit. We've been working really, really hard, really hard to get this project up, man. But we hopefully to be able to launch, our website officially Thanksgiving week, man. We've been at it. You're going to love it. We got our brands on there. We also can get wholesale for other well-known name brand cigars. So it's not just about Black Stogies. It's not just about other black cigar business owners. If you got a favorite cigar that you like and you want to enjoy it, it's a possibility that we can get that cigar for you at a great price, from a bundle perspective. So coming up, a lot of people was going on it before while it was under construction, but it's simple. www.blackstogies.com. When you see it, I promise you we want feedback. It's amazing. It's something you're going to really enjoy. It's easy to access. It's going to tell you about our different events, but I ain't going to get into all that. Just hopefully the week of, I'm going to go live. the week of Thanksgiving, while everybody home eating turkey and all that kind of stuff. Then go ahead and start getting them packages ready for after Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, because I definitely got to order some. I definitely got to do that. Because I forgot who I ordered. I forgot what site because I just had a Soul Brother. I forgot what site I ordered it through. But
Gotcha.
I was like, yeah, they need their own site, man.
Right. Oh well, we there, man. It's there. We're very meticulous about things, and we want it to be classy. We also want to fit our personality. You know what I'm saying? You see, I like t-shirt and jeans. He like to get suited and booted sometimes. So it's gonna fulfill, who we are. The same people that you met through Instagram the first time, the same people that are here now, and the same people that's gonna keep being here.
Okay. I like that, man. I can't wait for that launch, man. That's gonna be dope.
Looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, definitely. So with that going on, right? And let me ask you guys what you got coming up next, man. You got Thanksgiving, Christmas, man. And so how long? And are you still going to do the detox through? Is that a year-round thing or just a summer thing?
We do it more in the spring, summertime. The detox. Okay. Because we do some other work. We're about to do some more work. Actually, this weekend with Omega Sci-Fi, we're gonna do some work with them for their anniversary. We're gonna Omega Sci-Fi.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
We're gonna do some work with them, and then in January, I just got a call tonight from a Masonic brother of ours that wants us to do some business with, and we do a lot of business with. A lot of people be surprised that I'll call other cigar business owners who got their own cigars, and I'll say, hey, we can't make it. We got an event. If you're available, you can get your stuff out there. They love to say, well, how much you going to charge? Salute to you. That's all. That's what we charge. Do what you got to do. It's all love with us. And we've done it with so many different people in the game, and they're surprised behind that. But it's a big family thing. It's about showing the love to everybody in the community, man. We all here for one thing.
Yeah.
And let me just piggyback on the event that we're doing. So this week is the achievement week of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. So through this whole week, all across the nation, every chapter is doing the same mandated programs. So we'll go out and we're going to do reading day. So we'll go to a elementary or middle school and we'll read to a class that day. We just did a feed the community. We are partnered with Grace Church in Raleigh. So we went out and we helped feed the community, the homeless people that's less fortunate can come. Get plates. They do it every day, but we just always partner with them on this particular week. And then we have a banquet, what we call our Achievement Week banquet, where we highlight the achievements throughout the year of each chapter. And we give out awards, different types of awards like Omega Man of the Year, Citizens of the Year, things like that. So we highlight the community this whole week. And then we'll have a program for it's a mental health program that we're going to have where, we got different professionals come in to talk about mental health, looking out for your brother. We call it Brothers on Our Mind, and just bringing awareness to the mental health issues that are out there, because so many people are struggling with mental illness, but they don't feel like they're supposed to tell them about it, because back in the day, you didn't. That was something it was a family thing. You just kept it in and, you didn't let nobody know. But, people are dying. People are, hurting themselves, hurting others. So we're trying to bring awareness. And then, and let me go back. Sunday, we had a church service. So we'll go to a local church and all the brothers show up, and we'll just support that church, give a donation. And then we're going to end the week on Saturday with a party. We're partying with a purpose. It's our what we call it, our gray shades of gray, our shades of gray 2 party. We're gonna be set up out there. We're gonna have our sticks. We're just gonna make it do what it do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing for Black Stogies to be able to partner with our different fraternities and Masonic organizations, man, and give back to the community. A lot of people don't realize that's a separation from something that we truly believe in as community service. From old saying my granddad say from 8 to blind, crippled, and crazy, you know, that we want to make sure that we support everybody in every aspect that we can. And soon, you know, we're going to be doing some other things in the near future, not just around the holiday time, but, you know, adopting a family outside of a holiday time. You know, things of that nature that we want ongoing support in the community. We're not just a cigar brand. We're a cigar brand that's about the community.
I think, and I remember I was having a conversation because right now we're doing a Toys for Tots thing, and I'm taking the donations, and I'm buying a lot of toys. We got a raffle going on, and and it's amazing. We talking about this. It's like the cigar community gets such a bad rep, but the cigar community first to try to help somebody, like especially if you got somebody in the game and like say the factory they go to burn down, man, Caldwell can't stay in my lounge right now. They buying them out. It's
Right.
all shit. And so people support. Like I said, I'm doing Toys for Tots. I see you guys doing your thing. We got guys doing Feed the Homeless. We got Stogies for Servicemen. So it's a very giving community. I just think we just have a bad rep when it comes to like I don't know. I don't even know where it comes from. I think it's like they look at you. I went to a restaurant where I was smoking my cigar. Everybody was smoking. Me and my buddies go to the back, the far back. They come down and say like, "Oh, you guys can't smoke a cigar here." We're like, "Everybody in here smoking. What are you talking about?"
All
Oh, the
right.
cigar smoke too heavy. So we're like, "All right." It was like 12 of us. We left. Cool.
And see, that's the narrative that we got to change. You know what I mean? We got to change that, and we're going to change that. And that's one of our obstacles that we know that's out there that exists that we're looking to, you know, get rid of. We want people to understand, you know, smoking a cigar is something relaxing and just enjoying yourself, not to hurt anybody. And of course, once you start seeing the things that everybody's doing in the community, they ain't gonna have no choice but to change the narrative.
Mm-hmm. And that's great that you guys are doing that. Like I said, you put out amazing products, man. You put out amazing products. But who all is under so far? Who all is under your umbrella?
You're looking at them.
You mean as far as companies, other companies?
Fars Company. Yeah, Fars Company. Like who all do you push out at this particular point?
Oh, gotcha. So right now we just working with True Gents.
Okay.
And we got some we just made a connection maybe 2 weeks ago. We did it's on our Instagram page. We did a picture with them. I think they're called Mr. and Mrs. Stogies. We're gonna start talking to them soon. They do a lot of infused cigars. Mm-hmm. So they're black owned, black operated. And we want to be able to, you know, talk to them, test their products like we do, you know, take them through our protocol. And then after that, you know, hopefully we can work with them and have them on the page from an infused cigar line side because we don't have anything infused.
Okay.
You know,
when I went down there, let me ask you a question now. What's up with y'all lounges, man? Because I remember I went to, what was it? I think I went to Virgin, man. I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can't smoke in here?
Yeah, so
I just spent $100. I can't smoke in here?
Yeah, so Virgin is a cigar lounge that used to be called Empire Cigar. So Empire ended up basically closing, and one of the guys, I don't know if he was the owner or some kin to the owner, they opened up Virgin. They basically it was a new space, and they outfitted it, and they made it into a cigar lounge. Well, it's a cigar lounge, but it's not a cigar bar. So, you know, at the time you could bring your own, you know, BYOB, and I'm not sure if they're still doing that because they actually went private. So you can go to Virgin and you can purchase, but they want you to pay a pretty large fee to be a member and go and use the lounge area. But the issue I have with it is it's not a bar. So, yeah, I can bring my own, or at least I could at one point. I don't know if they changed that, but it just it turned me off because I know they did it for a purpose, and that's fine. And the only other one, well, there's a couple more, but as far as cigar bar, the only one that we have that we go to is called Havana Deluxe, which is downtown on Glenwood, not far from Halcyon. So
shout out to Mike too. Mike's a good dude over there.
Oh yeah. And I can tell you, you're not gonna find any better drink than you will in Havana Deluxe. I mean, that's why I continue to go because you go and you order your drink, they're gonna pour you a drink, and they have a good selection of bourbons and whiskeys for you to choose from, and they know their stuff. I go up there and be like, yo, I want something different. What you got? So he'll start running through his list. Have you tried this? Have you tried that? So they're really cool people, and they actually have a cigar club, at least the one I know of that I'm a part of, is called the Good Time Cigar Gang. And the Good Time Gang is basically located all over the world.
I met a couple of them from DC. The couple of dudes that they headed up in DC. I talked to them in my lounge.
Yeah,
so
I think
it's supposed to be on the show soon.
I think DC was where maybe the first one started. It's actually another one of my fraternity brothers that's part of the Good Time Gang in Raleigh, and he came from DC, and he came down here, and every time you go in there, you're gonna see him in there on Wednesday nights. You're gonna see him in there. So, and they walk around. It's like they're home. So, but a lot of good people, they get together. I mean, you can go on Facebook and search them out. In the city you go in, put in Good Time Cigar Gang, and they're going to pop up. And most of the time, their events are going to show up where they meet. So it's really a good avenue for getting your information out there, sharing. Sharing your what business that you are involved in. And that's the biggest thing about cigars. It gives you the opportunity to sit down and have a conversation because you rip it and you're running and you're doing everything. You're trying to make this money, but when you sit down and smoke a cigar, it brings you down, it stops you, and you can have a conversation with somebody and learn, what they do, what they're into, and that's what's important to me is being able to, meet a new person, see what they do, tell them what I do, and see how we can work together if possible.
Yep. I like that philosophy. We always have to say it, man. No matter what position you are in life, when you go in a cigar lounge, everybody's equal.
That's right. That's right.
So you never know. You can sit next to. I've met multi-millionaires. I've sat next to them and business owners, and I've sat next to janitors, and you wouldn't even know. We all sitting there joking, smoking a cigar, and everything's out the window. So the leaf does bring everybody together, man, woman. We all like the leaf, man.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this little story too. So I went to Black Bite Week in Myrtle Beach a few years back. So I was in there. It was kind of a new lounge that they had. The cigar shop had been there, but they just kind of got the lounge going. So they sell beer and wine over in the lounge area. And so I was sitting there smoking, sitting beside this guy, and I just started talking to him. Hey, what's going on, my brother? We just kind of shooting the breeze, and long story short, before the end of the night, he says, we talked about, what I did and what you did, but I didn't tell you the whole story. He said, I told you I was a driver. He said, but I didn't tell you the whole story. I'm actually the main driver for Obama's motorcade. And I was like, that nigga lying. But then he showed me pictures, like, and he actually was Obama's driver, and he drove, occasionally for other people in the city, of course the big wigs, but it was just sitting there talking to someone that you would never thought that you talking to someone that works with the president, so that's it's just impressive, and I enjoy it. I love it. I love sitting down, meeting new people, and learning from them, and hopefully be able to give them something to learn from me.
Let me ask you guys, let me ask you guys a question. So Charlotte has a cigar week.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys thinking eventually down the line, maybe like, hey, we deserve a cigar week too?
My brother, to be continued. we can't let everything out the bag right now.
I get you.
Can't let everything out the bag. So I'll say this, that's another reason why we have the idea of wanting to work with other black cigar owners, and male and female, with their own brands. It's time to make some noise to let people know we here.
Mm-hmm.
We can sell all other cigars that people are known for, but it's nothing like selling your own cigar or selling someone else's cigar and it has a meaning behind it. It's not just a number on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say a week, but we're trying to put something together.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Definitely keep me posted. I'll pop up.
Oh, you good for it. We got you. We ain't worried about that.
I'm gonna pop up like, oh.
So and I know they have a cigar week or something similar in Atlanta as well. And I go to Atlanta, not as often as I want to right now, but normally I'm going to Atlanta 4 or 5 times a year, and it ain't new anymore, but one of the newer cigar lounges in Georgia. It's not actually in Atlanta. It's in Fairburn, Georgia, but it's called what is it called? Studio Cigar Lounge, and the owner is actually one of my fraternity brothers. We graduated from San Augustine University, and he built a cigar lounge from ground up. Now this is the first newly built cigar lounge in Atlanta that I know of. I've been to quite a few. A lot of them are in a building like that's already was an existing structure, but this brother, his name is Brian Bulware, he built it from ground up. And it's called Studio Cigar Lounge because it's not too far from the movie studios in Atlanta, in Fairburn. So if you're ever in Atlanta, you got to go by and check it out. I guarantee you're going to say, man, this is crazy. It's 2 levels, 2 patios, and every week, if not every other week, he's going to have some celebrity that's coming through. I've seen Ludacris. I've seen Lou Gossip Jr. It's just too many to name that they come through, and have a cigar. He obviously got his VIP area for the VIPs to come through. But I just want to send a shout out because I learned a lot from Brian. I learned a lot, across the board, especially with cigars. So make sure you check that out.
Okay, definitely. So that maybe you answered it, maybe you didn't with that one. I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite cigar lounge to frequent?
Boy, that's a good one right there. So one of the ones that I went to, my first one in Atlanta was City Cigar Club. I think that's what it's called, City Cigar Club. And I mean, it's nice, full bar, full kitchen, nice atmosphere, VIP sections. I was in there, so we went down there for when we had our. It was actually an event. The Sundress and Silk Circle that one of the chapters have down there that I'm sure everybody up here have heard about. It's crazy. You got to go. They have it at the park. This past year was at Centennial Park, downtown Atlanta, and it was bananas. So, but we went to City Cigar Club and sitting there just hanging out. We actually had our grand bosses in there because he was actually, I think he wasn't the grand thing. I think he was getting ready to be elected. And we were sitting in there. I see a gentleman walk in, and I'm looking like I know this guy. It was Dr. J. So he came in, went to his area. I was like, man, this is crazy, But that's the type of vibe you get, in the Atlanta cigar lounges. Like it's just different. Like you might see anybody, any given night. So that was my first one, and I still, I still go there because I enjoy it. But there's just so many. Of course, Cam Newton has his spot. There's just so many down there, and they're just nice, man. They're top scale, top notch. So I can't, obviously if I go to Atlanta, I'm going to Studio Cigar. I mean, I'm definitely going there, but normally we'll hit 3 or 4 of them while we're down there. We try to support everybody.
Mine was in Washington, D.C., actually. That's my city I like to go visit. I was up there visiting some frat bros and stuff, and we ended up going to TJ's Cigar Lounge.
Okay.
You look at the front of it, it looks small, compact, whatnot. You walk through it, I mean, it just opens up to the back. I like how when you first enter, the humidors are there. If you want to pick out your cigar, you pick out your cigar, you go up the steps, then you got a bar, full bar. Mm-hmm. Then you kind of take a couple steps down, you hit the lounge chairs, and then if you go out the back door, then you got outside seating. So you got outside. So I'm more of a outside smoker than an inside smoker. And I love that. That was a great vibe. I mean, but their ventilation system was amazing. I mean, like after I left, clothes didn't smell like smoke or anything like that. So I really, really love that vibe. So TJ's up in DC, that was probably one of my favorites. I haven't had an opportunity to get to the one in Atlanta yet, but we have plans on shooting down there this summer coming up.
Okay. That's dope.
And that's the other thing. You may, I don't know if you're gonna ask me this, but I'm asking for you. What makes a good cigar lounge? All right, so glad you asked that. So, what makes a good cigar lounge to me is, as Eaton just said, you can go in there, sit down, have your cigar, have your drink. Possibly if you want to have your appetizer or some food, whatever, you can do that. Mm-hmm. And then you can leave and you can go to your next spot and you don't smell like Smokey the Bear. I mean, but there's a lot of places that don't put the money into the filtration system so that the smoke is pulled out and it is filtered and put back in. A lot of places they go the cheap route. They'll have some fans that suck it up, but you're only sucking it up for it to come back down. You got to have a filtration system where it filters the smoke and give you back, some fresh air. So, and like I said, you can definitely tell. A lot of times you can be sitting there and you can see, in a good cigar lounge, you can smoke and you can see the smoke rising, quickly, not just, smoke's going to rise, but you'll see it basically being sucked up. That's one of the main things because, a lot of people complain about, man, I want to go to the lounge, but I don't want that smoke all in my hair, in my twists.
Hey, I gotta stop. That was the inside joke right there, and I'm glad that was the inside joke. So I'm not gonna call the lounge out, but
Yeah.
I just got my hair retwisted. So he hit me up and was like, "Yo, let's go to this lounge." I was like, "Hell no! I just got my hair retwisted and it's smoky hell." so I'm not going. So he like messing with me on that one.
Oh shit. Y'all crazy, man. So I was gonna ask that though. I'm glad you did ask that because I was gonna ask that. So what is the signs like you walk into a lounge? What's the signs that you're not feeling this lounge besides the infiltration system? Like you walk in, what are you looking for? Like what throws y'all like? Yeah, I ain't gonna be here too long.
Well, one thing is kind of like Chick-fil-A. When you
Yes,
walk
sir.
to Chick-fil-A, you get top-notch service regardless of where you are. Regardless of what color you are, regardless of what you look like, they're gonna, hey, how you doing? How can I serve you? Even at the drive-through, like it's a different greeting. So that's important because people, you have to learn how to put the right people in the right positions. So if you're not a people person, everybody's met a person that just has that gift. They can walk in a room and meet people and strike up conversations and never miss a beat. But then you have the ones that, they're not really friendly, but they're trying to be, they're trying to do their job. So, you can see that. So, being greeted, because when you go to smoke, you want to feel top shelf. You want to feel like a VIP, right? So the other thing is being able to purchase a cigar, easily. I like to be able to walk in the humidor and look at the cigars and see what you have. Of course, back when COVID was really, kind of strong out here, a lot of cigar lounges and shops, they kind of put some barriers in place so people, try to keep people safe. I understand that, but it's difficult for me to go in and I have to tell you what I want, but I can't see what you have. I like to touch, I like to see, I like to feel it. Like, okay, what you got here, and that's important to me, because you want me to purchase, I want to be able to see what you have because you may have something new that I want to try, so that's important. And those are the two biggest ones for me, a friendly environment and being able to, and having a humidor that I can walk in. And if not a walk in, have a humidor where I can, I can get to. I can look at the product. I've been to one that they had a pretty good selection, but it was all behind the bar. So I don't see as well as I used to. You still got these glasses. These are actual reading glasses. So I can't see all the way behind that bar when it's already kind of dark. So, and if you have a nice selection, you're not going to have a cigar list because the list is going to be too long,
Yeah.
So that's the other thing, being able to see what you have, ask some questions. A lot of places you go, there's no one there to kind of help you out. Hey, sir, thanks for coming in. So what are you looking for? Well, what you feeling like today? And then I can ask, well, okay, you got anything new or what you got that's full body? And they can tell me and really know what they're talking about. That's important to me, because I know a little bit of, about cigars. And if you bullshit me, I can tell, because I'm like, no, that's not a full body.
Yeah. That's very important too, man. I don't know. When I walk in, I kind of look at how, how people communicate. Like if I walk in, I don't like the cliquish atmosphere. So when I walk in, I don't like, them guys just talking to each other and they sitting there just kind of looking up, and then these guys are in the, you know what I'm saying? If it's a small, if it's a bigger one, I can kind of understand if it's a bigger. But if I go into like a regular size one, I just get that feeling. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm gonna get my cigar and go. Like, this ain't gonna be the place I want to be at.
And I'm not even gonna get a cigar. I'm just gonna go.
I know that's right.
Yeah, I hate that, man. I always hate the click atmosphere. So that's very important to me when I go. I don't want to see. I don't want to feel like like I'm back in high school, because I come there relax. Another thing. So let me ask you guys a question. And y'all, so when I did the detox, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys did it nicely. So y'all detox was nice, right? But there's a lot of places now that's starting to put the DJs in there. As I kind of like, I can understand Friday night, but when it's just like Friday nights, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, I'm like, wait a minute, I need a night where I ain't got no music, man. I'm just sitting here. Maybe I want to watch the game or the fight, or maybe I just want to, sit in the corner and chill,
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, what do y'all think about that? The cigar lounges are starting to turn into like bars. Like, I don't say, not even bars, like clubs.
Yep. Yeah. And I'll answer that. I'll respond to that. So I'm with you. Like, I don't go to clubs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people are just different nowadays. Too much going on. I don't like going to clubs, especially just going to a club and I don't know, everybody there or most people that's there, which I'm not, because I don't go like that anymore. Now I did my share. Don't get it twisted. But the thing about it is, you want to go in and sit down and have a conversation with someone. You want to be able to relax. Now, there's nothing wrong with some, I've been to lounges where they have some nice classical music playing, that's relaxing, maybe some nice jazz.
Yeah, some background music. I'm okay with that.
Background music, right, but all out DJ, no, that ain't the lick. Like, now if you have a band, if you're large enough to have a band that come in on Saturday nights, okay, that's all good, because people come for that purpose. They know they got a band, they want to listen to some music, that's great. But, the DJ is that's just not a ticket for a lounge, in my book, in my opinion.
Okay, I was wondering that. What do you think about that?
It's just the environment too. Some people get the word lounge twisted with, the atmosphere. They throw that word cigar lounge on it when it's really like just a place to smoke, like a club.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people don't change the narrative. They're saying it's a lounge, but it's really not a lounge.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the word lounge means to relax, to lounge, to chill, to enjoy yourself, not to be, yelling and screaming over people while you in there trying to relax.
What you say? What? You want what? But so now I'm gonna tell you about one more I went to in Atlanta. It's called the $3 Cafe.
$3 Cafe, okay.
And it is it's basic. Like it's it ain't big, but you can go in there and you wouldn't believe the people that you will meet. I was sitting there one day, and there was one guy that was ex NBA player. I was talking with there was another lady in there. She was like the regional director or something like that of I want to say it was like UPS. And we was all sitting there, and of course I was with Brian, and he knew all these people, and we were just talking, of course, like I said, talking about what they did and what their profession was, and it was just amazing. I'm sitting there like we had just came in town, like we went straight there, me and my line brother, and so we were sitting there, and we stayed in there for about at least 4 hours. They had some good wings, and we just sit there and we were just meeting. It was probably like 6 or 7 of us just sitting there, and they was telling us about I think 4 of them had just came back from Cuba, you know,
Okay.
and they was talking about their experiences in Cuba when they went to, you know, a cigar factory, and you know they was able to purchase some cigars that was like, you know, aged for 10 years, been, you know, all kind of stuff. And I was like, man, this is where I want to be. You know, that's the type of people I like to be around. People that's doing something, people that's, you know, making moves, entrepreneurs, you know, it always excites me every time I go. It makes me want to come back here and duplicate it or do something similar every single time.
And with that, shout out to the one and only Cigar Lounge podcast for reaching 1,000 followers.
Followers. Yeah, man. We just trying to.
Right? 1,000 plus now, right?
Yeah. We on the grind, man. We on the grind.
Come on, man. Now I'm gonna ask you, how does it feel to start off with a dream to doing what you're doing and where you at now?
I mean, you know, we far from finished, but yeah, you know, it's to get 1,000 people, man, and like I said, to be able to interact is always crazy, right? When you can interact with the people like who makes the cigars, you can talk to the people who said, like, you guys got your cigar. I'm talking to you guys. I'm talking to rollers. I'm talking to blenders, and it's always crazy. Like sometimes I'll be on a live, so I sit back like, damn, I'm sitting here smoking this man's cigar, talking to this man about his cigar, or talking to this man about nothing in general. We just general conversation. So this always been crazy.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So I know what I want to give you right quick, though. We've talked about cigar lounges. We talked about favorite cigars. We talked about, you know, anything under the sun. But one thing we haven't had the opportunity to talk about and show is the Black Stogies, my brother.
Let's get into it. Baby.
Stogies. All right.
Get into it.
So this particular one right here is the Oak City. That's what we call it. My partner, he named Oak City after Raleigh. That's what we're known for.
City of Oaks.
City of Oaks. I'm not going to reveal on our page. You're going to see profiles of everything. I'm not going to reveal the profiles. I want y'all to look at it. I want y'all to interact with the page. I want y'all to enjoy it. All right? Call it Oak City Box Press.
Yeah.
660.
That's my son.
660.
That's my son.
All right. This is called the Black Onyx. This is also a 660. We actually have a smaller version too that we tested out a little bit in the beginning. We might bring it back, but it's a possibility. But this is a 660. It's Maduro box press. Like I said, I'm not going to get into all the profiles. I want people to read. I want people to get intrigued. You know, that's one thing that I think cigar smokers have lost the art of a little bit. They just grab a cigar and they smoke it sometimes without not knowing some type of profile or have some type of idea of what they're doing. You know what I mean? So we want people to read up on it. As you reading it, I want you to be able to imagine the notes and stuff that you're tasting as you smoking it. That's called our Black Onyx. This one right here. Is it a 7.5 by 70, right? I'm not making a mistake.
What's that?
7.5 by 7. This is called our KT 177. Shout out to 7. Everybody probably knows 7. I'm sure you know 7. We were able to let her test one of these out, and she gave us 2 thumbs up. She said they're magnificent. She wanted to get another one, took out the Cali to a homegirl out there. Loved it. KT 177.
I got a cash app you. I want that one. I want that one.
Then we got our baby here called the Tray. Has 3 different leaves to it. Candela, Maduro, Connecticut. I mean, it's just amazing, man. Also, man, look at our new bands, man. Look at the detail. The BS on the side, Black Stogies. Man, we invest in our brand, man. We really do. So this is called the Tray. This is one of our top sellers, man, believe it or not. The Gordo, and it's called the Boss Hog. Of course, we call it the Boss Hog because it has a piglet shape.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're enjoying it, man. It's amazing.
That Boss Hog is a mild cigar. We don't have many that's mild, but we wanted something for the newer, less experienced smokers. Because if you smoke the wrong cigar as your first one, you may never go back. So
Yeah, you done. Yeah.
Yeah, so that Boss Hog is a nice size. You can get a nice draw off of it. It's not too long and it's mild. So, we sell a lot of those.
And
Yeah,
then,
so go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Go finish. I'm gonna ask you about it when you done.
All right.
It's gonna be.
And this one right here is actually one of my partner's favorite. It's the Solomon. We actually were going to name it X-Men, but being in the order of Masonic love, we decided to name him King Solomon. The Solomon style cigar. It's great smoke. I'm sure you saw in the pictures how it burned. Ash sold up extremely well. It has 2 leaves on it. I mean, it's just amazing. I promise you. So we actually renamed the X-Men to King Solomon.
And that particular cigar there is similar in size and the way it's built as the Andalusian Bull. Now, I won't go out on a limb and say that it's as good as the Andalusian Bull, but as you know, if you're a cigar smoker, those are very hard to come by. And if you can find one, you're lucky. But it's the same feel, and that's why it's one of my favorites.
And these are not our brands anymore, but earlier when we stated that we can, get you some wholesale prices. Just for an example, we got a Maduro 10th anniversary. That's the Perdomo Reserve. We can get you a box of those or whatever your choice is. It's just something we got on hand right now. We got the Olivia V. We can get those on wholesale orders for you. Just throw some couple things out. We got Undercrowns. We also got Fat Bottom Bettings and a whole bunch more. We'll be here all night to let you know how many different types of cigars that we got. But just want to throw this out there to let you know those are some premium name brands that people are pretty familiar with that they like to smoke. And we know sometimes people get tired of paying $15 a cigar from a lounge or from a store. So, if you're interested in that's just your flavor, that's just your brand, we can get you wholesales from, prominent name brand cigars as well.
All right, so let me ask you a question, both of you guys. How hard was it to be like, okay, this is the one? Like, I know you probably had like a bunch of samples coming at you. Like, how hard is it to just pinpoint like this is the one that we want to do for our brand?
That gentleman, I'm gonna let him answer that because I'll be honest with you, he handles that part for the most.
Okay.
My palate is trying to get stronger and better as we go. So
yeah.
That gentleman there, man, he's phenomenal with it. Phenomenal.
So, I'm sorry, I got caught up in the game for a second. So, now, what was that question again?
I said, how hard is it to come up with like this is the one we're gonna do? Like, because I know you probably had sample after sample after sample. How hard is it to say, okay, this is the one?
All right, so I can tell you this: if I smoke a cigar and it's not burning correctly, I'm gonna give it a second try because sometimes you can get a bad stick. But if I'm smoking a cigar and it's doing a lot of tunneling, it's burning up one side. Some of that can be the smoker, but like I said, I've been smoking well over 30 years, so I think I know pretty much how to smoke a cigar. So if it's doing that consistently, then I don't want to sell it. Because it's going to do that to my customers, and then they're going to complain. They're going to think, hey, this cigar, it didn't burn right. It's unraveling, those type things. That's one thing. The other thing is we let the people decide. You know, if we get some samples, we may smoke one to check it out, but we also give them out to our customers. You know, sometimes new customers. Always, you know, if we got a customer that is consistently purchasing from us, we're gonna
shout out to Ty Dancy.
Yeah, Ty Dancy. That's our main man. I think he smokes a little bit more than I do. So, if not a lot, but
just a little bit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Put some smoke in the air. So, that's one thing is how it burning. The other thing is we let the people decide. We give them out. Hey, try it. Give us feedback. You know, hit us up. Let us know what you think. You know, because if they, and we tell them, look, we want your honest opinion. Yeah. Because what we're doing is we're testing. You know, you get a free cigar, you can't complain about it because it's free. You know, you smoke it. If you don't like it, we want to know. You know, if you like it, we want to know that too. But that's the main way is, you know, is basically test them out, you know, and put them out in people's hands, you know, and seeing what the people think, because that's who's going to purchase from us. You know, we're not going to smoke our own cigars, right, E?
That's right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. We smoke them up.
So, yeah, so those are two things that's important, like, you know, and we try to give everybody, you know, an opportunity. You know, the other thing is availability. You know, if we like your product, but we can't get it, then it does us no good. You know, it's useless to us. So, you know, you got to just, you know, that's why I said when we talk about, you know, doing professional business, why it's so important, because, you know, we have customers that we are serving, and if our customers are unhappy, then that's a problem for us. So we want to make sure we can get the product and it's a good product, and, you know, because we're not going to, you know, making money in our business is not the most important thing, you know, and that's the good thing about it. You know, we both have other businesses, and, you know, we want to do a good product, you know, period, you know, and that's just how we roll. You know, I mean,
I guarantee you, and people are going to think that we're exaggerating on this. I guarantee you we've given away more cigars than we made money. And be my witness. When you came down.
Yeah, he hit me up.
You don't like it? Here, throw it away. Here, try this one. That's what
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I wasn't throwing it away.
The package, and we know we're going to do some business with you. Guess what? It's on its way. Look, don't even worry about the shipping. Like I said, we spent more money in giving away than making money, because we want a true quality product for people. Wait till you see the website. You're gonna see some pieces on there where people are telling you what these products are about.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be a little greedy though, because like I told you, I'm a cash out because I want that 770.
Oh, and he didn't tell you about the newest one, our newest cigar in our line, which we really
sorry about that.
Been putting it out there a little bit, but, you know, we was waiting for the site actually before we went totally live with it, and it's called the 1911. You know,
shout out to the Noops
and to the Qs.
So both our fraternities were chartered in 1911. So we felt that, you know, it was a cigar that we both can put out there, and our fraternity is going to really enjoy. It has no affiliation with our fraternity, for the record, but the brothers to enjoy a good smoke.
And it's a let me get it right. 660. It's a 7. I think it's a 770. We actually had one that we tried that was a 770 box press. and I still have some of those, but I just think it was a little too big. The box press it just made it like really, really big, and we may still carry it, but I think the 1911 is going to be because we never even named the box press one,
It
but
might make the cut. It might make the cut,
we don't
bro.
know yet. Don't know yet. It's just like a baseball team, baby. Everybody ain't gonna make it.
You got to now.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you got them and they don't make it, then I'm here for them. They come to
Yes,
the minor
sir.
league.
Yes,
I got
sir.
them in the minor leagues, baby.
That's right. Gotta go to the minors, baby.
I take them in the farm league. I got them.
No doubt.
Yo, like I said, man, I enjoyed y'all stuff. I definitely got to get back when it get warm. I got to get down there, man, and spend a little more time, But like I said, it was my birthday, and I was like, you know what? I'm not for something to go down there, man. Y'all got this going on. Let me get this ticket and go on down there.
Man, it was amazing, man. We had a very great time with you, man. Very great time.
Man. Then it monsooned on us. Then get back to the hotel and it fucking stopped raining. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
But it was a great event, man. I mean, I when you can go to a party, a Kappa party, and have a great time, and everybody show you love. Which it's all love. D9 is all love anyway. But you have some place you go and it's friendly competition. What it is,
Yep.
We both all the time everywhere we go. Me and Ethan's in competition with each other. He starts shimmying, and I start stepping. And I gotta stop that because I ain't got the win I used to have. So, but he always bring it out of me every time.
Everywhere we go, we've been on cruises, parties. I mean, it don't matter, man. And it's just all love, and everybody love to see it. That's why we work so well together, man. We're truly two peas in a pod, man. Truly two peas in a pod.
Yeah. Now, I don't know what's happening because my y'all might have saw me moving around. I was trying to get my co-host in. I don't know what IG's doing. It's telling me I can only have 3 people in. I don't know what I did. So, but Ken, bro, what up? But yeah, that's how like we started.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We started
I said I'm sorry. I was reading.
Hello, Henny.
Yeah.
When we started, man, we started with that mentality. Like, yo, we gonna go ahead. We gonna, he actually. So, my channel at first was like travel. We did travel. We did cigar lounge tour, cigar reviews, and everything. And then I was like, yeah, maybe I should do a podcast. And then we got together. We started working on it. Rob, what up? So that's how we did it,
bro.
So, but I definitely need to. I'm cash apping y'all. I need that 7x7. Ken, bro, you want one too? He gonna want one. He gonna want one. I know he is. But yeah, we got to do that, man.
And then soon, we're gonna do some. We're gonna start doing some sample packs and all that stuff that's gonna come down the line, man. So we're looking forward to it, man. And I'm thankful to be on your podcast. Thankful that I got a magnificent 1911 partner, Masonic brother. Couldn't have no better brother than it is. At a drop of a dime, both of us do the same thing. We got lives, families, the whole 9, other businesses. But at the end of the night, if I hit him 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, he ain't gonna answer till the next morning. But he on top of it the next morning, I promise you, man. So we're building a brand, Black Stogies.
Oh, y'all gonna sell that? Y'all gonna sell the shirts and everything too?
Get merchandise, baby. Merchandise and everything.
That's the merch. Okay.
Merch is coming. Everything.
Absolutely.
Yep, merch is coming. I tell you what, man, you got a merchandise person that's willing to work with us. Please give me a shout. We've been dealing with some people and some just been falling short. But we moving forward.
Yeah.
So if you got anybody, and if they're on here now or they're here, please come out, give us a shout, let us know.
I got a guy. He ain't on here now. He in Cali on work, but on business. But yeah, I got a guy.
Okay, please connect us.
And
Definitely.
And I got to give a shout out. I ain't really get no shout outs tonight, but I got to give a shout out to the brothers of Wilson Lodge number 4, Raleigh, North Carolina. Man, they have supported us from day one. You know, good brothers. You know, they always, hey, you got some sticks on you. You know, we get together. You know, have a little smoke and sip, and we just fellowship. And also, shouts out to Kabbalah Temple number 177, Capital City Shriners, the Nobles. You know what I'm saying? Much love.
No.
And I am the illustrious potentate, by the way. So it's all love. We appreciate all the love from the Masonic Order that have supported us, as well as all the love from the D9, all the Greek fraternity and sororities. You know, it's much love, man. We wouldn't be here without y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all was there when we first started. You know, so much love, man.
Truly appreciate it.
So let the people know everything, man. Give them all the information, man.
All right. I'm going to tell you like this. The
Where they get that to at?
website is there. We just need to pull the handle to say we're ready to launch it. www.blackstogies.com. We're also on TikTok, coming around with that a little bit. Black Stogies Cigar Club. We're on Instagram, Black Stogies. We're also on Facebook.
No, hold on. How do I get in the Black Stogie Cigar Club, man?
That's coming soon too.
Okay, the lead man's out.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So, we're Black Stogie Cigar Company, but we're going to create the club. And you know what? You're going to be one of the first members that we induct out there, brother.
What I'm talking about, man.
You're one of the first that we induct. So we climbing this ladder, bro. It's a lot of things that we got to do, put together. A lot of people don't realize being in business, everybody thinks it's easy. But no,
Yeah.
I mean, being your own business owner, it takes a lot, man. We done figure out packaging, the whole nine. Let me show you something real quick, man. Let me show you.
Bro. All right, Ken, bro. We gonna mention. I'm gonna mention you, Ken, bro. I'm gonna mention you.
Let me see if I can turn my camera on you real quick, man. See, we out here working, man.
I see.
We out here working, man. Look at that. We out here working, man.
And she pretty.
So we out here working, man. Boxes, bundle packages, the whole nine. And that's not the finished product, man. We've been working with other boxes, whole nine shipping, in the beginning. Shout out to everybody in the beginning that accepted our packages in the beginning, but we're way, way better now. It's just
yes, sir.
the time, finding the right boxes, finding the right people. We're working on something custom. Man, listen, it's a nonstop process. Thank y'all for allowing us to grow. In the beginning it was a little tough. We had a product, we wanted to get it out to you, but now we're here. We're here. We knocking on doors, and everybody that's been involved with us from day one, everybody want to say thank you. We truly appreciate it. Keep supporting us. Keep being patient with us, and we can only get better.
Okay. I love watching the journey, man. Always checking out y'all reels, man. I love watching, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Really appreciate it.
No doubt.
No problem, man. Definitely got to shout y'all out.
Ken, bro?
Yeah, that's my co-host right there, Ken, bro.
What's up, Ken, bro?
What up, bro?
I don't know why they would let him in, but yeah, he must have did something.
He in IG jail, ain't
No, man, as always, man, it's been a pleasure talking to you guys. We get done with this, I'm definitely gonna DM you because, like I said, I'm dead serious about that cigar, and I guess I gotta get Ken Bro one.
Yes.
So I guess I gotta send him some. So we're gonna matter of fact, DM me the prices, and I'm gonna see what he I'm gonna see what we're gonna get because I know he's gonna want a couple. I ain't gonna just want one, so we're gonna see what he want.
Okay,
that's a bet.
All right, y'all. Well, gentlemen, it has been fun. It's been a pleasure. I enjoyed talking to you guys. This is still going to go on YouTube. So we're just going to pull it off here and put it on YouTube because shit was acting stupid. But, got a chance to talk to the people. The people was out there, so there's always a pleasure.
Right.
So, all right, man, I bid you gentlemen a good night, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Salute
it,
to you.
brother.
Appreciate you, man. Keep grinding
Appreciate y'all.
on what you're doing. We're super proud of you too.
Absolutely.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Man, I'm definitely gonna get back down there. We definitely gonna touch down again. And Ken, bro, you should come this time.
Tell him it's gonna be even better this time.
It's gonna be even better, man. You gotta. I'm telling you, I'm ready to go down there for that Wilson's, man. That Wilson's food truck was on point.
Well, speaking of food trucks, real quick, tell them what you got.
Hey, I
I'm
was
gonna
about
keep
to
it a
say,
Google, man.
next year, you know, we ain't trying to take Wilson's out, but you got TJ's Kitchen. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be in the building as well. You know, TJ's Kitchen is a food truck based out of Garner, Raleigh area, but we travel, we do catering, Grantham's Concession and Catering. We do the, American cuisine, we do soul food, and you see our food truck. We're on Facebook, Instagram, under TJ's Kitchen, so check us out. Just check out the pictures. If it don't make you hungry, then I can understand. But I guarantee you, when you see our plates, I get calls all week, because I got my regular number attached to it. I get calls and asking, hey, is this TJ's Kitchen? Yeah, this TJ's. Where are y'all at today? Man, we're not out today, but you can check our Facebook page and it'll let you know when our next event is. So, we got the best wings, the best fish, jumbo shrimp, and all our food is seasoned to perfection. So make sure you be on the lookout for TJ's Kitchen.
All right, definitely. I'm definitely gonna follow y'all too when I'm done with this. But like I said, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I enjoyed the conversation. And y'all have a good night, man.
Hey, appreciate you, brother.
You too.
Salute.
Salute. Definitely DM me with the prices, though.
Got you.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.